Marathas make up for 12 to 16% of the population and hold significant influence over 104 seats in Marathwada in western Maharashtra. In Marathwada, where the issue is the strongest, BJP-led alliance is also facing anger because of agrarian distress. In response, BJP is employing its Madhav strategy to consolidate support among the backward Mali, Dhangar and Banjari communities to counter Maratha backlash. In case this strategy worked for BJP in Haryana, where they consolidated non-Jat votes against Jat votes. And let me begin with you, Ajit. Do you think that this Madhav strategy can work? Because ultimately, it was BJP under Devendra Fadnavis, which at that point of time could not handle Maratha reservation issue.
You know, the Maratha agitation, obviously it was seen as fiercely anti-incumbency, especially in 2023, it was raging. But of late, I think Shinde has had lots of meetings, the BJP has had lots of meetings. And, you know, both the alliances of Maratha, Mahad and Muslims on the Mahavikas Agadi side, and the one that you explained, even among Dalits, like the Matang votes have moved towards the BJP. I think they seem to be evenly balanced. And I think purely based on the Maratha advantage, the MVA won't be able to cut much edge in the entire elections. I think what needs to be done is to fight as one party, which is not happening in the case of the MVA. Somehow, during the Lok Sabha, it was the India alliance which was dominating, and the Congress ended up with the maximum number of seats there. I think that the Congress is losing out. If you remember, in the seat distribution, initially the Congress got, what, 105. Then it came to 85, 85, 85. Now it is veering to 99 and a few others. So the Congress, which kind of lost the psychological warfare after the Haryana agitation, seems to be sort of on the decline in Maharashtra at this moment.
You touched a very important point, but that's the last aspect of our debate, which is the Dalit vote. I'll come to it, Ajit, because you addressed a part of it. It's divided into 6 parts. Then I'll completely open up. Quickly to you, Sanjay Jog.
Artigan, you know, the Maratha and OBC reservation factor is certainly at play. You know, you may be hearing or reading in the newspaper that Manoj Jarange had received about 800 plus applications from his supporters, basically to be nominated for the election. But there has been a clear-cut division within his own fold, saying that some of them, they say that, you know, raising or mobilizing people on a majorly issue like Maratha reservation is different from entering into an electoral field. So he has said that please don't come to Antara Saravati, that is in Jalna district, and meet till tomorrow, that is the last day of filing nomination. So Marathas are never, you know, inclined to give whole way or wholeheartedly to any particular party. So both Mahayuti as well as Mahavikas Agadi are not so much bothered about what Jarange can do while fielding his candidates, because they are certainly banking on the support at the ground level from the Maratha community that they have, and they have already tied up with the local units to basically get further votes from that region. When it comes to OBC, Karthikeyan, this is very interesting. Considering the backlash BJP got in the Lok Sabha elections, particularly in Marathwada, part of North Maharashtra and Vidarbha, you know, in between, Bhupendra Yadav, who is the state in charge, had conducted, you won't believe, smaller and bigger ways, about 150 what they call surveillance of OBC, because there are more than 300 subcastes into the OBC, I mean communities, and you know, small communities. So they approach, you know, couple of them, and they are trying to consolidate in OBC. So that's why the factor that you talked about, Mali, Dangar, and Banjari, they are the important, you know, communities in which BJP definitely wants to get more and more kind of votes, if at all they are facing a kind of a backlash from Maratha. But both needs to be seen, because both the parties, and of course MVA as well as Mahayuti, are reaching out to both sides,
Okay.
and they are definitely confident to
They're
get
reaching
the
out.
votes
They're reaching
when
out
it
to the
comes.
both sides. Okay, they're reaching out to the both sides. Do you think the BJP has been able, like Eknath Shinde has been able to handle the Maratha crisis?
I think he has, and I agree with Mr. Jog that when he was pointing out that it will be foolhardy to assume that the Marathas will completely vote on one block en masse as one block, and the BJP will not get any portion of it. And very interesting thing is that which is very very different. You were saying it was 3 versus 3. Basically, it is 4 versus 3. On the side of Mahayuti, this time RSS has also jumped into fray, and the impact of it was there to witness in the state of Haryana election, and I think you will also find it playing a very important role in the election of Maharashtra. RSS is back on track. It means that he's started working on the ground, and no party can right now assume that that every section, whether it is the other community which the BJP is talking about, or the Maratha agitation which they feel happy about. It is whenever there is a consolidation, BJP has reaped whirlwind by counter consolidation.
Okay. The third aspect, development debt trap. Maharashtra's fiscal deficit has risen from rupees 1.10 lakh crore in June to rupees 2 lakh crore in October. And the state's debt burden is over 7 lakh crore and the second highest in the country. After the dropping in Lok Sabha polls, the Mahayuti has been on a spree of declaring freebies and community-oriented schemes to woo the voters.